国三英文翰林版第3课课文朗读对话篇。Nora and Ethan are chatting. Nora and Ethan are chatting. A dog walked onto the train. A dog walked onto the train while I was riding on the MRT this morning. While I was riding on the MRT this morning. Oh, really? Oh, really?Dogs need to be kept in bags. Dogs need to be kept in bags or cages on the MRT, don't they? Or cages on the MRT, don't they? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Except for guide dogs. Except for guide dogs. What are guide dogs? What are guide dogs?They are dogs that are trained to lead and help the blind in their everyday lives. They are dogs that are trained to lead and help the blind in their everyday lives. They are dogs that are trained to lead and help the blind in their everyday lives. I see.Did you play with the dog? Did you play with the dog? Of course not. Of course not. The dog was working. The dog was working, so I didn't touch it or play with it. So I didn't touch it or play with it. By the way,Do you know how long it takes to train a guide dog? Do you know how long it takes to train a guide dog? Do you know how long it takes to train a guide dog? It usually takes 2 years to train one. It usually takes 2 years to train one. Why do you know so much about guide dogs?Why do you know so much about guide dogs? I saw a movie about them. I saw a movie about them. Hey, there's a new movie about a cat. Hey, there's a new movie about a cat that can read people's minds. That can read people's minds. I'm going to see it this Saturday.I'm going to see it this Saturday. Do you want to join me? Do you want to join me? Sure. What time should we meet at the theater? What time should we meet at the theater? Oh, about 3 o'clock on the dot. How about 3 o'clock on the dot? Sure. See you then.